of these humorous humdingers to go. In at number 5.
I think the problem for Rihanna is that she had this photo taken, she's on her minder's shoulders, there's something on his head, and she's been accused of it being cocaine. She said it's not cocaine. The problem that she's got with that line of defence is it does beg the question, what is it, Rihanna?
That could be a number of things. Sometimes if you have a packet of Polo Mints you've kept in your bag for a long time, they start to crumble. Maybe it was Polo Mints, maybe it was Tic Tacs.
Is she suggesting to us that she's involved in some sort of baking exercise, and that's something that she's going to be putting into a cupcake?
Maybe it was some Beechams and she wasn't feeling well. Has anyone considered Rihanna might have had a cold?
Is she talking the man's head? Has he got an excessive amount of shine on the scalp and he's trying to deal with that?
Just because she's Rihanna doesn't mean it's drugs.
Don't worry, kids, it's all right. Riri admitted it was just a Class B drug. Marijuana instead. Actually, hang on a minute.
I just want to help her. I just want to fix her. She's posting all these photos on Instagram, like drugs and nudity.
I do think it might be time for Rihanna to not entirely get off Instagram and Twitter, but maybe tweet a little bit less, because I'm getting really tired of it. This sort of excessive oversharing, any aspect of her life. And again, it's a sort of Madonna thing. It's I will shock you, whether you want to be shocked or not. I will. I'm going to try everything until something works.
If I ever have millions of pounds, I'm going to employ a large bald man to carry me around on his shoulders with anything I need on top of it. Remote control, cup of tea. That's what I'm going to do. So, thanks, Rihanna. You've given me an idea.
My little girl's 3, and she asked me, Mama, who's Rihanna? You know what I did? I showed her a photo of Michelle Obama. I said, here she is. Be just like her. That's Rihanna.
I like to think that the stuff Rihanna had there was drugs. And also, it's like nice to think that someone's actually keeping that kind of Rolling Stones madness alive. Because we all talk about the old days going, oh, God, rock stars are real rock stars. And now if someone has a couple of beers and they're caught smoking, we're all going, oh, my God. It's quite nice to see that Rihanna's the person who's still keeping that alive. Go get them, girl.
The video was set up beautifully. This guy's in his swimming trunks, he's about to dump into this icy pool, and then he checks that he's being filmed, and then he turns to the camera and says,
Motherfucker, fuck that fucking world, and my new band is called Skill.
My band is called Sicklex, or something like that. Now, at that point, I thought to myself, this has got to be one of the strangest ways of promoting your band I've ever heard of.
He clearly had an image in his head of as soon as he hit the ice, it was just gonna shatter.
What happens is so much more beautiful than that. He doesn't just go for a jump, because a normal jump, that wouldn't have made it as poetic as it is. He goes for a bomb. His butt just slaps the ice, and the sound... You could record that and sell it on its own. They need to put that on the album. His mates have completely lost it. And then all you hear is a guy going, my arsen, which is like, I assume means my arse.
Oh, my arse.
Had he broken through the ice, I don't think I would have had as much of an interest in his band. But now, I mean, I'm a fan.
He must have been in absolute agony, but just to save face, just to save the embarrassment, knowing you're being filmed and knowing your friends are going to put that on YouTube, you'd laugh through the tears.
What a colossal fucktard.
I like Prince Harry. I think everyone likes Harry because William's so sensible and does it all right. It's quite nice to have someone that just like gets their knob out in Vegas.
I find it really hard to care that a young man got drunk and got his willy out.
He's a young squaddy. I've met squaddies. They like to drink. They like to get naked.
I had a look, though. He's quite buff.
We all pay a lot of tax. I think it's a really good way for the royal family to say thank you.
Last time he got dressed up, he wore a Nazi costume. So then you think to yourself, well, getting dressed up and wearing clothes is not working for me publicity-wise. What can I do? I'm going to do the exact opposite of that. I'm going to get butt naked.
I don't know what people thought they were going to see when Harry dropped his trousers. There wasn't going to be some sort of russet crest instead of pubes.
I think Prince Harry is really smart. I feel like he's got a plan, and whatever he's doing is working. I feel like he's set out to say, I'm going to relinquish myself of any further royal responsibility.
I start to wonder if, like, the royal family are having a competition, you know, because, like, you had, like, Prince Harry getting naked, then you had Kate Middleton getting photographed topless.
I want to see some Queen Elizabeth nip.
I imagine they can't get Camilla to put hers away.
Oh, I just want to say thank you to the soldiers. Woo! Just let him have a good time. Who cares if he's royalty or in public eye? Just let him have fun. Do you know there was a girl there who was naked and he was keeping her warm? So he was being a gentleman at the same time.
Go, Harry. He's hot too.
The London 2012 Olympics, a glorious celebration of the human spirit. For 2 weeks last summer, you could almost smell the excitement all around the world. Actually, the stadium was in East London, and that wasn't excitement you could smell, it was burning tyres.
I hate all sport, I hate all physical endeavour, I hate all forms of competition. It bores me absolutely shitless.
It's just really hard weaning yourself off the notion that Britain is shit.
Then we had the opening ceremony, and we all changed.
How great were we as a nation?
It was amazing. It was the best reaction we could have imagined. I'm getting a little bit teary just thinking about it now.
We've gone from smashing stuff up to going, you look nice.
It made people like myself go, has anyone seen my cynicism? I just can't find my cynicism.
Chad's dad, for me, was one of the best moments of the Olympics because it encompassed what all parents think about their children.
What a man.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
As a parent, to watch your son win an Olympic gold, you know, there's nothing better than that.
Look at him! Look at him! He's crying like me! I love you!
I remember when I won the sack race at nursery and my mum cried. So I can't imagine what would happen if I won Olympic gold.
My parents would be way more excited about me and Claire Boulding than they would be about me winning a gold medal. Instead of them being like, oh, my son won, I'm so proud, they'd be like, oh my God, it's Claire Boulding. It's Claire Boulding.
I think Chad's dad is also crying because he's basically realised he's got away with it financially. There's no outlay for swimming, is there? There's trunks and maybe some goggles.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Yes, we've got the Olympic gold. Yes, it only cost me $8.50 for some Speedos.
I love you!
For Cuban pole vaulter Lazaro Borges, there was an Olympic moment even more embarrassing than the Spice Girls.
Oh, I like to think it was sabotage. I think it was Sebastian Coe. I'm not placing any names, but it was Seb.
How heavy was he? He's probably had one too many breakfast bars, and that's just too much for the whole. It sort of works on a really sort of molecular level when it comes to weight. I think he's gone, oh, I'll just have another fried egg. What harm could it do? Ruin your dreams, mate.
The pinnacle for me was Mo Farah winning, doing the Mobot, crying, going through, looking amazing.
We win something sports-related and we lose the plot.
The BBC journalist just going crazy, going, come on!
Is it Denise, that sort of doing a full bogle at the camera? She just got up and her arse just went like that, and just for a minute the transmission was cut as her arse of joy wobbled with elation.
It's such an emotional roller coaster. 1 minute you're like, whoa, then the next minute you're crying because we're lost. When it was over, I felt like, oh, I can relax now. I don't have to sit there with my heart pounding out of my chest thinking, are we going to win? What are we going to do? Where do I go? How do I see this?
And everyone's doing that.
Right.
Is that the Mobot? Usain Bolt wins. Oh! Bit of a difference, isn't it?
If you watch it again and again and again, every time you smile, every time you think this is a great moment, this is a permanent win for absolutely everybody, the Mo Farah win.
And now, US rower Henrique Roumel gets what appears to be an ardon. Lycra can be so unforgiving.
Clearly, it was not only an erection, a huge erection.
I don't look at things like that. I didn't even notice.
If you're ever going to get a semi and show it to the world, why not then, when you've just won, look, I've got this, just won that, and look at this! Woo! Yes, winning at life!
It's called an NRB. Did you know that? A no reason boner.
I actually saw that in the flesh. Not in the flesh, actually, but I was there on the day.
It looks just plastered against his torso. I don't understand. I mean, people next to him would have felt where it was. I don't understand how he had no idea.
I think he was doing a belt tuck.
Yeah, but he has no belt.
No, but he's got tight pants, so he just put it upwards, because if it was facing downwards,
it would just stick
sticking
out.
Yeah.
And if it were 2 inches longer, it would have been just poking over the top, waving. It was just that close, isn't it?
I feel sorry for the guy who sits in front of him.
in the boat.
It's a lot of going backwards and forwards in rowing.
Ow.
Ow.
But he did take to the internet shortly afterwards and say, you know, it wasn't erect.
That turns from embarrassment to congratulations, because that was mighty.
If he says he didn't have an erection, congratulations. Something to be proud of. Not just winning the bronze, he's also very blessed.
And here we have it, the #1 funniest moment of 2012.
We always have like this one song a year that's completely random that everyone loves around the whole of the world, sells millions of copies, breaks records, and we've got it again. Gangnam Style.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style, I think, is like the best thing to ever happen to the world.
It's an amazing video. The video is one of the best things I've ever seen. When I first watched it, I cried. It's taken the world by storm, there's no doubt about it. That invisible horse dance is something that I think everybody... I think if you haven't mastered the invisible horse dance, and in fact gone so far as to name your invisible horse, I think you're missing out.
The guy who does it is apparently a comedian, and he's quite big in sort of Asia and places like that already, and he was trying to find a song to break America, and he came up with this